Okay, so in this next clip, basically, it's about Ben Shapiro and Gavin Newsom having a conversation about politics and the podcast. So let's listen in.
Audience capture because you need to win votes. But I mean, just to take as a recent example, what happened in Minneapolis, I think that the normie response to what happened in Minneapolis is this is obviously a tragedy from a sort of legal perspective. Putting on my lawyer hat, the intent of Renee Good is not relevant to the question of the intent of the officer, right? If you were going to prosecute the officer, then you'd have to determine whether an objective, reasonable officer would have perceived that he was being threatened by her vehicle when he shot her. And it seems to me that you could voice a fairly strong defense in a court of law that an objectively reasonable officer, since he actually was nudged with the car at the very least, would have perceived it that way. Now, this immediately broke down into two separate narratives, both of which I think are untrue. One was a narrative that was immediately pushed by the Trump administration and Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, that she was a domestic terrorist who was attempting to run over officers with her car and was legitimately trying, not just this officer, but multiple officers. That was the original statement. I said at the time, I thought that was untrue. And then your press office tweeted out that it was state-sponsored terrorism, which, I mean... Yeah. Governor, I just have to ask you about that. Yeah. That sort of thing makes our politics worse.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't make your politics worse. It makes your politics honest. He said what he said. Yeah. And people are mad at him because he kind of backtracked the way that he said it. He said, like, yeah, yeah. Anyways, listen, I'm so sorry. I've been sick for the last couple days, and I'm also lazy. And I didn't feel like making a video because this world has been really stressful, dealing with all the things around me. Like my PTSD is just acting up right now. So I'm getting tired, honestly. And I wanted to go back to the gym. I wasn't able to go back to the gym because I'm lazy. And I'm going to promise myself to go do it later. So yeah, that's all I could do right now. I just promise myself tomorrow, right? But honestly, this world has been going through a lot, and being in America is crazy. My boy went to Japan recently, and he's been over there like for a week. And I called him up, and I'm like, "How you like it?" He's really like enjoying his life because there's so much less stress. So I can't wait to get out of this country, just go visit somewhere else so I can travel, get the hell away from America, because America has way too many problems. And on the figure of the problems, happy MLK Day. Yeah, that's right. This might be the last one. Yeah, I was looking at the news. It was USA Today. They say, let's read what it says. It says, they say Martin Luther King Day, the holiday honoring the life and birthday of the American civil rights leader in this month. Despite it being a federal holiday, President Donald Trump removed Martin Luther King Day from the National Park Service list for free days. What? Okay, I like hiking. I'm not gonna say I do like hiking. It's actually kind of cool. And I'm a military vet, and I can get into those things for free. I can get them in for free, so I'm not really worried about it. But I am kind of disgusted the fact that they're trying to erase our history, and trying to take it off of a list of days that are benefiting that shows reverence to Martin Luther King and things that he did for this country. I don't know if you know this, but we're living in a dictatorship. I'm going to continue saying this for as long as it takes until this guy gets out of office. Why? Because he's a wannabe dictator. If you don't believe me, if you want to challenge me, please just hit me up in the DMs. If you don't like this content, it's okay. You know what? Go kill yourself. You know what I mean? I don't care. Or go unalive yourself. You got to say it on YouTube, right? But honestly, we're living in really, really trying times. And as a veteran, I'm looking at this world, and I'm seeing so much of what it could be, but it is not. And then I go watch Idris Elba, who is a great actor, and he just did this show called Hijack. And in the show, he, they hijacked the plane, right? So they hijack the plane, and he gets basically into the story. He gets everybody off through his sheer wit and how he deals with situations and how he knows how to turn his head, and they know how to pass notes, and that's cool. But that's not reality, right? Soon as somebody comes in with a gun and says, "Hey, I'm taking over this plane," that's when you react. That's exactly when you react, because if something happens, the chances are that nobody's going to survive. So, and they say, "Oh, try to calm down." Why are you trying to calm down? You brought the violence up. Everybody else was already calm. You changed the situation, right? So it's time for you to deal with that situation, and we're going to deal with it for you. And that's where you feel like that's reality, right? That's, and if you don't believe me, look it up. It was in Turkish Airlines. They had a flight that the guy got on board, tried to do a bomb. It's fake. They took his ass out, right? Took him out, and it's happened multiple times. Not the first time it's happened. And right now we're dealing with that exact thing. We got someone trying to hijack our country, right? And he's trying to hijack other countries, like Greenland. He's trying to hijack Greenland. It may not be affecting you right now. Some people out there like, well, I don't see ice out here. It may not be affecting you right now, but trust me, this right here, it says National Park Services, no black people. We don't even go there. And they still take it away. Anyways, on a lighter note, I'm doing a comedy competition, the Bay Area Black Comedy Competition, coming up from February 10th to the 15th. And if you're in the Bay Area, you want to come out, check out some really good comedy, I'm going to go find out if I got the chops to go do it. Hopefully I do. So I'm just happy that I was able to get accepted along with other great black comedians and other comedians from all over. So I'm guessing they got not just black, because I know there's some white people in there too. So come out there and check it out and just enjoy it, man. Because these might be the last comedy things that we're going to be doing for a while. Because you can't be doing jokes about freaking Trump or some shit and he becomes a dictator. Anywho, that's my time. Thank you guys very much. If you love your country, give me a thumbs up. If you love my content, give me a thumbs up. And if you don't like it, you know what you can go do.